Greetings, peace be with you. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the most powerful technique of letting go that will raise your vibration forever. Okay, I sincerely believe if you stick to the end of this video, actually implement what I'm about to share with you, it could be the one thing that's going to help you elevate and accelerate towards creating a life that you love. Okay, because I've made previous videos about how to let go, how letting go is the key to raising your vibration. And in my view of things, letting go is a great mystery. Okay, now what is a mystery? A mystery is not something that cannot be known. A mystery is something that can be known endlessly. And that really is the beauty of letting go, because we are on the spiritual path of raising our vibration, right? What does that mean? That means elevating our thought beyond our current circumstances, beyond our current conditioning, beyond our current programming, focusing on the future, and then taking the actions in alignment with that future in the here and now, and staying disciplined with that then allows us to bend the structure of reality, right? On one end of the spectrum, we have the law of attraction people who think that it's just about thinking differently. On the other end of the spectrum, we have the self-help, personal development. It's all about massive action, right? If you've been watching this channel, you know it's about the middle way, right? It's not on either end of the extreme. It's about how we can integrate both of them, right? And when it comes to raising your vibration, right, there's a story of Gautama Buddha. So someone went up to him. He's like, what did you gain from meditation? Right? What are the biggest benefits that you experience? And the Buddha is like, I have gained nothing from meditation. Then the guy is like, okay, blessed one. Then what has been the point of all of this meditation? And the Buddha said, let me tell you what I have lost from meditation. I have lost my anxiety. I have lost my depression. I have lost my jealousy. I have lost my envy. I have lost my fear of death. Okay, so that's really something that can allow us to get a different perspective of raising our vibration as well. Because I've been in that position of taking massive action. I've been in that position of thinking that if I just got that certain result, I would feel in a better place, right? But what if the key to raising our vibration was to let go of the baggage that is actually holding it down, so that what we want is actually pulled towards us, right? Rather than us having to push it and force it and hustle and grind, what if we are shifting towards a new paradigm where it's more about letting go of the programs that aren't serving us, so that we can naturally and effortlessly move towards creating a life that we love. Okay, it's kind of like Michelangelo. He's like, has a slab of marble in front of him, and he's like, I've seen the statue of David inside the marble, and now it's just a matter of getting rid of everything that stands in the way of that, right? What if we could approach our lives in the same way and get clarity on what it is that is not serving us, right? How we can let go of that, so that who we really are and what we really want is effortlessly created in our lives. Now, this is all airy-fairy. I think, it's all philosophy, armchair philosophy. But what does this look like specifically? Okay, because the Buddha said, right, the root of all suffering is attachment. Okay, and what is attachment? It is when we identify with things that are outside of us. Okay, we have been conditioned to think that something outside of us will make us feel better inside of us. For example, you attached to who you think you are. You attach to a certain sense of identity. You attach to certain people in your life. You attach to the money. You attach to things that are outside of you. Okay, and attachment, as the Buddha said, is the root of all suffering. And detachment is an Eastern concept, which I think I was confused about for a long time. And I thought that it just meant, like literally living as a monk, right? I have the monk mode challenge going on as well, but it's about how we can be the warrior monk in today's world, which is not about just, letting go of all our material possessions. If you want to do that, all power to you, but it's more about how we cannot let anything own us, right? Someone once said that detachment is not when you own nothing. Detachment is when nothing owns you. You can enjoy the car. You can enjoy the physical possessions that you have. You can enjoy this physical world, but you are not attached to it. You're not dependent on it for you to feel whole and complete. Okay. And what if what is really holding down your vibration is your attachment to who you think you are? Okay, this is so important. This is something that I've shared on this channel again and again and again. But who you are right now, your vibration, how you think, how you feel, and how you act is not worthy, it is not capable, it is not deserving of the life that you want. Okay, who you are right now is not capable of creating the life that you want. And in order to create a life that you want, you must become someone more that is worthy, capable, and deserving of that, right? And our vibration is our personality, right? Our thought leads to a choice, which leads to a behavior, which leads to an experience, which leads to an emotion. And then that emotion is interpreted as a feeling, which then feeds back into the thought. And becoming a conscious creator is about taking responsibility for our thoughts and taking responsibility for our feelings, right? For example, we experience the emotion of fear, right? Let's say it's the emotion of fear. Now, that feeling that is interpreted from that emotion is dependent on your perspective, right? You could either be scared of public speaking, or you could reprogram that conversation that's going on in your mind and say, I'm actually excited right now, right? That energy of quote unquote fear is completely neutral, right? And we can channel that and transmute it based on our perspective. That is what it means to be an alchemist, right? To take all the stimulus, to take all the thoughts, to take all the emotions and transmute them into something that actually serves us, okay? So what I am inviting you to do is to let go of who you think you are. Okay, we get attached to who we think we are, and we have this image of who we can be. But when we try to make those changes, when we try to go and do different, when we try to go and make different decisions, but we are making those decisions from the lens of who we are, then that change is never ever sustainable. Okay, until we change who we are at the deep fundamental core identity level, we will never ever be able to create real lasting transformation in our life. This is why lottery winners win millions of dollars, but then they are back where they started in a very short amount of time, because they haven't changed who they are. They haven't changed their relationship with finances. This is why sometimes people that go on extreme diets or extreme workout regimens, they might get the results after a month, 2 months, 3 months. You see that before after picture. But then you also see the after picture, which is them over the long term, right? So what we are all about is creating real lasting transformation, which means letting go of who you are so that the space is created for who you can be to come through. Okay, this is nuanced over here, but I really hope that you are picking up what I'm putting down right now, because who you are, who you think you are, is an identity which is created from your perspective of your experiences in the past. When you can realize that you can change your perspective, when you realize that your identity is literally malleable, that you can mold yourself into whatever it is that you want, that is when you actually begin becoming the type of person that is worthy and capable and deserving of creating the results that you want. Okay, understand that if you are feeling anxious, if you are feeling that you have to push yourself all the time, that's great, right? Like, you can put in that effort, but eventually it gets to the point where until you change who you are, right? Like, you can wake up at 5 a.m. every single day, put in that effort, right? But until it gets to the point of automaticity, whereby it's harder for you not to wake up at 5 a.m. than it is, it hasn't really been ingrained into you, okay? And the way that we actually change ourselves at the identity level is by making decisions that align with that future identity again and again and again. Okay, and Robin Sharma, he says that all change is hard at first, right? It's destructive at first because you have certain neurons in your brain that are wired to do things in a certain way. And as we change our behaviors, those neurons are literally getting destructed. They are getting apart. And until we actually go and take that behavior again and again and again past that initial point of discomfort, right? He says, Robin Sharma says that all change is hard at first, messy in the middle, right? In the middle is confused because your neurons are literally like, okay, I'm going to have to form these new connections because this behavior is changing right now. But if you stick to that, right? Apparently, according to the University College of London, 66 days is what it takes for a habit to reach the point of automaticity, whereby it becomes part of who you are. And it's glorious at the end, right? Where the point where if you're on the ball and you are making the videos every single day, you are making the music every single day, you are waking up at 5 a.m. every single day, you're eating healthy every single day. If you just get to the point of 66 days, it becomes part of who you are. And until it becomes part of who you are, right, It doesn't actually happen until you let go of who you've been, right? And once you let go of who you've been is when you allow yourself to actually take action that aligns with that future version of yourself. Okay, the gist of it is to let go of who you are in order to create the space for who you have been. Don't think that you are your identity. Don't think that you are your label. Okay, you create yourself anew by the decisions that you make in every golden moment of now. But it starts with having a vision of how you see yourself in the future so that you can align with that in the present moment. And eventually, the structure of reality will bend according to that vibration as well, right? We do not see life as it is, we see life as we are. And we elevate who we are by first and foremost forming an image in our head, right? We become the quantum creators by tapping into that future vision of ourselves. And then we ask, what would that version of myself do right here, right now? And then we live into that every single moment. Okay, I really hope that you are catching this. Now, the second aspect of letting go, which is so important, which also causes that anxiety, which also causes that frustration, is getting attached to a certain outcome. Okay, as Krishna told Arjuna, you are entitled to the action, but you are not entitled to the fruit of the action. Okay, and when we get attached to a certain result, when we get attached to a certain expectation, then we're always anxious in the process of creating that expectation. Again, it is the delicate dance between effort and surrender, between taking action now and letting go of the outcome, because the more attached that we are to a certain outcome, the more our vibration is at a frequency of not having it. Okay, the more that you want money, the more that you want to be in a relationship with someone, the more you want to achieve a certain result, right? You're vibrating at the frequency. I really, really want this. I really, really want this. I really, really want this. The universe, that is the mirror that is reflecting your vibration, is like, okay, you really, really want this. I'm just going to keep presenting you with the circumstances and situations that reinforce that you really, really want it. But if you can start from the frame of, I am already worthy of this. I am already. Like, if you can feel how you would feel when you achieve that result in the moment now, and really that elevates your vibration more than anything else. Feel the way you would feel if you achieve a certain result in the here and now. And that is when that future vision will begin being pulled towards you, right? You let go of the expectation. You're like, I've already put that order in. I am already worthy and capable of that. And it will be in due time before that reality is pulled towards me as well. Okay, so those are the two letting go techniques, right? Let go of who you are, who you think you are, your labels, your identity. Let go of that. The second thing is to let go of your attachment to a certain outcome. Okay, it will come in its due time. It's just about you taking that first step, then the next step, and the next step without an expectation, right? The dance between effort and surrender. That's really what it comes down to at the end of the day. And if you can really master that, then it will be inevitable that the reality that you intend to create will be pulled towards you. Okay, you don't have to push yourself. You don't have to hustle. You don't have to grind. You put in the effort, you take that next step, right? It's not either or. It's not like you have to hustle all the way, or you just sit in the corner and practice your meditation and your visualization. It's the middle ground. It's the middle way. We can do both. And when we do both, that is what really accelerates our progress towards creating a life that we love. Okay, so leave a comment right now below this video to let me know your number one takeaway from this video, what you're going to implement, what has been a breakthrough for you, because this is what you will do to embody these ideas within you rather than just keep them in your mind. Okay, leave a comment below. Do that right now. Click the like button if you like this video. It really helps the channel grow. Subscribe if you have not already. But with all that being said, this has been Mo. I hope that you got value from this video. I hope that you implement. I hope that you let go and allow your true high vibration to come through. Okay, I will leave you in the peace and power of the one infinite creator, and I'll catch you in the next one. Much love to you. Take care.